Transporting oversized loads is not just about moving an object from point A to point B. It is a perfect blend of human coordination, technical prowess, and bravery. These massive loads weighing hundreds of tons often face harsh terrains, unpredictable weather, and the limitations of transportation infrastructure. Every step of the journey requires precision, as even the smallest mistake can lead to disaster. Imagine a convoy of trucks, dozens of meters long, slowly making its way up a winding mountain pass. Each curve is a life-or-death test, where drivers must calculate every centimeter to ensure the wheels don't slip off the edge. Sometimes the convoy has to stop mid-mountain to adjust tire pressure or reposition the trailer to match the incline. In these moments, human calmness is just as important as the strength of the machines. On winding mountain roads where thick clouds hang like a curtain of death, heavy-duty trucks roar uphill like beasts battling gravity. Every bend is a battleground, with wet asphalt, falling rocks, and only a meter between survival and a deadly plunge. Even veteran drivers hold their breath as they steer, eyes locked on every inch of tire movement. One wrong throttle, one missed steering angle, and disaster strikes. This is no place for the faint-hearted. It's hell on wheels, a trial by fire where only those who've felt their wheels slip mid-air truly understand the meaning of survival. Perilous terrains like the Hai Ben Pass, Pha Dinh, or Ma Pileng are nothing short of survival tests for heavy trucks. With elevations rising hundreds of meters and hairpin turns barely wide enough for a container truck to pivot, these mountain roads turn every delivery into a conquest. The danger doesn't stop at steep gradients and sharp curves. Drivers face hostile weather, dense fog, sudden hailstorms, slippery roads, and even stray cattle crossing out of nowhere. Trucks nearly 20 meters long and weighing tens of tons rely not just on brakes, but on expert gear control and precise maneuvering. One small mistake, and the vehicle can plunge into the abyss like a missile off course. Here, experience doesn't just ensure a successful delivery, it ensures you make it home alive. Would you dare drive a 30-ton truck through hairpin Z curves with nothing separating you from a cliff but a cracked concrete barrier in a rusted convex mirror? Every time the wheels grind up a 15-degree slope, the groan of the brakes reminds you, here, mistakes cost lives. On some curves, the rear wheels haven't exited the last bend before the front ones must already swerve into the next. Drivers have to calculate and react with every heartbeat. The pressure is so intense that sweat pours out, even in 10 degrees Celsius weather. Every year, these deadly curves see dozens of accidents, some ending with overturned trucks, cargo scattered like confetti, and cabs crushed beyond recognition. This isn't just a road, it's a life-or-death game with no restart button. At night, large cities become a stage for transporting oversized cargo. Moving such massive items through urban areas requires coordination with authorities, utility companies, and even local residents. Multiple road signs, traffic lights, and utility lines must be dismantled, and traffic must be temporarily halted. Everything is meticulously planned down to the minute, as any delay could result in widespread gridlock and substantial damage. As the city dozes off under dim streetlights and the cold asphalt reflects the stillness of midnight, that's precisely when the giants awaken. Heavy-duty trucks, each a moving fortress of steel, begin their slow crawl through empty streets, hauling dozens of tons of metal, concrete, or industrial equipment. The deep rumble of engines echoes like the heartbeat of some sleeping machine god. Headlights slice through the mist, bouncing off silent skyscrapers towering like slumbering sentinels. There are no horns, no voices, only the rhythmic roll of tires on pavement, as if the entire convoy is breathing in sync. It's a silent migration of steel, a procession that moves not with noise, but with monumental weight and quiet power. Behind this quiet procession lies a storm of meticulous planning. Each movement of these colossal metal beasts is a logistical ballet of engineering and nerve. Which route can bear the load? At what hour will traffic be lightest? Will city lights or signal systems need to be overridden? These are the questions that planners, engineers, and drivers must answer before a single wheel turns. A single miscalculation, a corner too tight, a bridge too weak, an incline too steep, can bring everything to a halt, or worse. In the shadows, coordinators walk beside the convoy, radios in hand, signaling each turn, each inch of movement, as if conducting a steel dragon through a maze of sleeping buildings. In the late hours of the night, when even the traffic lights seem to blink slower, a 40-meter-long girder is hauled across the city on a massive trailer. It lies silent atop the vehicle, like a sword forged for titans being escorted through narrow battlegrounds. From balconies above, onlookers watch in awe, unaware of the danger beneath the calm. One wrong cable tension, one misaligned tire, and tons of steel could come crashing down like thunder. Narrow streets, tight intersections, underpasses, all become trials of engineering and focus. And when the final truck fades into the distance, leaving behind only the faint hum of machinery and receding beams of light, the city remains oblivious that a steel migration has just passed through it, quiet as a scar, deep as iron. Some journeys go beyond flat ground and involve mountain climbing or crossing seas. These challenging terrains test not only the machine's capabilities, but also the driver's skills in maintaining balance, adjusting weight distribution, and dealing with the harsh environmental conditions. Every inch of these paths becomes a serious challenge, where machines and humans must work together to push boundaries. For heavy trucks, the fight isn't just with gravity, it's with everything nature throws their way. Steep mountain climbs demand flawless braking and nerves of steel. A single mistake and gravity takes over, with deadly consequences. Thin air clouds the mind, gusts push metal off course, and every curve becomes a gamble. Crossing seas isn't easier. Bridges sway, salt eats into the machinery, and roads turn slick like glass. And worst of all, there's no room for stopping. Not on a bridge, not in the middle of nowhere. Behind the wheel, it's not just a drive, it's survival. Because gravity may pull you down, but it's the invisible forces that truly test you. Behind each thrilling journey are months of surveys, planning, and testing. From selecting the route, checking bridges, and calculating load distributions, every detail must be perfect. Even a slight miscalculation in height or weight could derail the entire operation before it even begins. In the world of heavy-haul transport, where every tire rotation moves tens of tons of steel, there's no room for hope or improvisation. Every successful journey starts not on the road, but in a planning room, with maps, schematics, and calculations down to the last curve, slope, and weak bridge. Before the engine even hums, entire teams, engineers, coordinators, mechanics, and drivers spend hours reviewing, checking, and double-checking. Can the tires handle 10 hours of continuous stress? Should the gearbox oil be replaced before the route? Have the brakes been tested on a 15% incline? These aren't technical questions. They're matters of life and death. Because when something fails mid-pass, on a bridge, or deep in the heart of a sleeping city, there's no one left to figure it out, only consequences. A heavy haul mission doesn't begin when the engine starts. It begins when the transport order is received. From that moment, a synchronized chain of operations kicks in. Route surveys, bridge width checks, asphalt inspections, backup plans for storms, night driving schedules to avoid peak traffic. Even tree branches, low-hanging wires, and streetlights are mapped for possible removal. Everything is prepared not just so things go smoothly, but so nothing happens at all. In this world, silence is the greatest success. Preparation is invisible, quiet, often thankless. But it's the only thing standing between a routine haul and a full-blown disaster. A 30-meter, 50-ton truck can't just roll out like a sedan. Every minute it moves is backed by thousands of hours of hidden labor. Engineers designing custom supports, drivers testing simulated terrain, mechanics inspecting every bolt, coordinators tracking 7-day weather forecasts. Even the driver's mental health is considered, because one sleepless night, 1 second of delayed reaction, and everything falls apart. In heavy transport, there's no such thing as "it just went well." What you see is the result of people so prepared, so calculated, they left failure no room to exist. Heavy transport is an industry where individuals work silently, but carry out some of the heaviest tasks, both literally and figuratively. They don't seek attention or fame, but every wheel turn is a testament to their skill, experience, and bravery. They face immense risks and challenges, but their professionalism ensures every operation runs smoothly. Transporting oversized loads is a highly challenging job where human skill, machinery, and nature must work in harmony. Each journey is not just a task, it is a test of resilience, creativity, and patience. Behind every massive cargo is meticulous planning, flawless coordination, and drivers who bravely face the risks. This profession requires not only strength, but also precision and a deep understanding of the task at hand. These epic heavy transport journeys, despite their dangers and challenges, continue to prove that, with thorough preparation and unwavering determination, nothing is impossible to overcome. A heavy truck doesn't just carry cargo, it carries construction projects, factory timelines, even the livelihoods of hundreds. And the driver is the irreplaceable link that keeps it all moving. They must understand the cargo, the machine, the route, and even the weather forecast. But beyond technical skill, they need something no manual can teach: mental steel. The ability to endure hours of relentless driving, to stay calm during mechanical failure on a mountain pass, to push through when they're only kilometers from the finish, but their body is screaming to stop. These drivers don't seek fame, but if they stopped, the economy would feel it instantly.